very warm welcome to our special Do Big Stories Powering Innovations presented by Tata Docomo Business Services. As part of this series, we bring you a new innovation story every week. And this week, we will introduce you to two innovators who are on a mission to solve some of the most pressing problems through data and technology. So let's take a look at how SocialCops uses real-time big data gathering and analysis to arrive at answers as varied as how healthcare allocations should be made or where a new product should be introduced.
Varun and I were both interning at investment banks in college. Finance is actually one place where you see how real-time data is used every second to make both important and non-important decisions. But what about things that really matter, right? National level healthcare budget allocation, where we choose to send our kids to school.
The power of data and technology can solve some real problems. And that is where the trigger was.
We wanted to be able to see, can we build a platform that can enable some of the most important decisions being made in the world through better information.
That is where the trigger came of how the power of data and technology can be used to solve some of these. And we came to India, did a pilot for a year, understand whether data can actually help stakeholders, right? And that's where the journey started.
We found two things. Very few organizations collect data. Organizations that do collect data collect it in paper formats. Data that does make it to a digital format is often in local languages, it's in PDF files. That means that you can't extract the data for analysis purposes. Why is this a problem? This is a problem because when you want to start making holistic decisions, when you want to be able to see what is really the root cause behind a particular thing that is happening, it becomes almost impossible to do so.
Data to everyone was just Excel sheets, right? People didn't understand what data can be powerful for, right? And that was the biggest challenge out. How do you get people to start using data as such in their day-to-day life?
The other thing that we did found, however, was that if you're able to convert all of this data to the most easy consumable format, people would make decisions of it. What we do is we essentially first build a base layer of data through internal organizational systems. So internal systems that exist in silos, we pull data from that, build a base layer of data through that. We add a layer of context to this through external information. And in places where data doesn't exist, we deploy an app that works completely without internet, works in local languages, that can be used by your own people to collect 2 data points a day and augment and finish all the data that you need for the decision. The core of our platform leverages machine learning to be able to clean and process this data at scale. So using all of this is how we bring all this data together to a way and form that it can be analyzed. And then we finally visualize this data through interactive dashboards, easy to use dashboards that a decision maker can very quickly, in 1 second, one glance, identify what's going wrong.
SocialCops is really working to solve the big problems, helping decision makers from the government of India to the UN enhance their decision making and really work to make a difference, not just in the tech community, but in the world.
One of our very early success stories was when a mayor of Ranchi, he essentially allocated $300,000 to fixing 2,000 streetlights, just based on a map of Ranchi with 2,000 the exact streetlights geotagged. So these were, again, ways that we started understanding, okay, how do we then take all this data and give it in the right form to a decision maker? 50,000 people globally are using our Android app in places like Nuwa Mundi in Jharkhand, where there is no phone connectivity, forget internet connectivity, to collect data regularly and dynamically, creating data that has never been created before.
I don't think data is a magic pill. But yes, data can definitely help in solving some of these challenging problems that have been there.
The most beautiful thing about building this as a platform is that once we solve a problem once, we solve it for life.
So this is how SocialCops is empowering organizations to make informed decisions by bringing data and analysis onto a single platform. With that, it's time to wrap up this episode, but we'll see you next week with yet another compelling innovation story presented by Tata Docomo Business Services that will inspire you to do big. Meanwhile, for more such stories, you can log on to our website edcio.com/dobig.